Hey guys, and welcome to another review by the MXQ project. In today's video we are going to be looking at the Mecool KM8. Now this is a Google certified Android 8.0 TV box with Android TV OS and a voice remote control. So the Mecool KM8 is an Android TV box running Android 8.0. It's got an Android TV operating system complete with the lean-back launcher. It comes with that voice-activated remote control for voice search functions. It's got an Amlogic S905X quad-core processor, a Mali 450 pentacore graphics processor in there as well. It comes with 2GB of RAM, 16GB of storage, 2.4G Wi-Fi. It supports HDR10 and 4K, and it's also Dolby Certified. So this is going to be certainly an interesting box for me to look at today. So we're going to jump ahead now over to the operating system without further ado and take a look at how this box runs. So here we are at the home screen of the Mecool KM8. Now this is the latest version of Google's lean-back launcher for Android 8, and it looks really nice actually. I really enjoy this launcher. It's very sleek, very smooth. So we have all of our pre-installed apps along this top bar here. So we've got things like YouTube and the Google Play Store. Now we've also got a sideload launcher for any apps that we sideload from other sources like Aptoide or from Google Chrome, because a lot of apps aren't compatible with the lean-back launcher, so we have to sideload them. So we can access all the additional apps in here. We've also got a section here with all the lean-back compatible apps, and we can also add new tiles to the home screen of the launcher. But I'm sure you're familiar with that already. So let's go into the settings and verify what version of Android that we're running. So if we go into the About section here, we can see it's the KM8 and we are running Android 8.0.0. We are on the latest security patch, which was the 5th of May 2018. But if we want to check for any updates, we can come up here to the ever familiar update app, and we can click OTA update to check for updates online that will come through over the air. There isn't any at the moment, but if there are any come through, you would install them via this app. So we can also install local updates as well, in case you've downloaded a custom ROM or anything from the internet. So that brings us about to the end of the launcher section. So let's jump in now and have a look at the DRM Info. So I've opened up the DRM Info app that comes pre-installed on the KM8, and everything is supported. Excellent to see. We do not see this enough on these TV boxes. So as we can see, we have Google Widevine modular DRM protection at security level 1, which means that we can get HD Netflix, for example, and Netflix is going to go up to about 1080p on this device. I wouldn't expect it to run 4K or HDR Netflix, but still a massive step up. It also means that we're going to be accessing HD YouTube, even up to 4K, which I'll show you in just a second. So let's jump over to YouTube now and have a look at the video playback. So this is the first of the 4K test clips I'm going to show you today, and it's running absolutely fine. Zero buffering issues, zero problems with connectivity. It's very smooth, and there's zero stuttering. It's working absolutely great. Now the Wi-Fi strength seems to be very strong on this device, which is great to see, because on a lot of these devices Wi-Fi leaves a lot to be desired, and you're usually better off using a wired Ethernet connection. But on this device it seems to be holding its own very well. Now you may notice on the stats here that it says my viewport is only 1920 by 1080. This is purely down to my capture box that can only record in 1080p. I am viewing this on a 4K TV, but the capture box is making YouTube think that I'm viewing it on a 1080p display, which isn't the case. And you can see that because it says the current resolution is in fact 4K, so it's at 2160p, just so you don't think I'm trying to dupe you. Here's the Antutu benchmark score. Now I've had to rotate the video here because the Antutu apps don't play nice and aren't fully compatible with devices running Android TV OS. So everything was the wrong orientation, for example, and it scored around 21,000 overall anyway. The GPU unfortunately though hasn't been scored because again it would not work with the Antutu 3D part of the test. Now I'm not sure why that is, but it's kind of a score I expect the S905X to get anyway, so pretty standard stuff. We'll move on now and have a look at the gameplay of Asphalt 8 now, just to see what it's like. And lastly, here is some footage of me playing Asphalt 8 on this device. It runs really well, actually, for the most part. Now, the visual quality settings were preset at medium, so I left them as it was when I installed the game just to see how it ran. And it runs overall very well. There's a few stutters at the start and in the menus, but once you actually get into the game itself, it's very playable. Now, I did want to use Asphalt 9 for this kind of test on the review, as it's just come out and I thought it'd be be interesting to try a newer title rather than Asphalt 8, which we've been using for a long time, but I couldn't get it to install. It's not compatible with Android TV yet. I tried to install it from Aptoide, but there was some licensing issues, so we're stuck with Asphalt 8 for now, but overall it runs really, really well. So overall, my impressions of this box are actually quite positive. I wasn't sure what to expect going in because a lot of these budget boxes, they leave a lot to be desired, especially ones that claim to use Android TV operating system, but this all works absolutely phenomenally well. It's Google certified as well, which means we get HD Netflix, up to 4K YouTube and all that stuff, which is great to see. It's also Dolby certified, so you can hook up a proper Dolby surround system, which unfortunately I don't own, so I can't test. Maybe some point in the future though we'll be able to come back to this if I've got a better sound system, but overall everything works really well. It's very fluid, very smooth. It's got a semi-decent processor, so it can handle a lot of things that you can throw at it. Gaming wise as well, it's going to be awesome for some casual gaming. Overall, a very, very powerful device for a very, very low price. The links will be in the description for you to check out for yourselves. You can check out the full specs and you can buy depending on where you are. Overall, very, very impressed with this box, which makes a nice change. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's review, guys. Don't forget to come and visit us on the website, mxqproject.com. Follow me on Twitter at mxqproject. Link to the Facebook group will be in the description and all that jazz as well. So if you did like the video, give me a like, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you do subscribe, make sure to hit the little bell icon, otherwise you will not be notified of all our new content. So hit that bell icon and you will know whenever we upload new reviews and tutorials. And on that note, I'm going to leave it there for today, guys. I really hope you've liked the video. My name is Scott and you have been watching another review by the MXQ Project.